We all know what it is like to be really afraid, and then suddenly you feel great relief. There's a family this afternoon that feared that their son would die from a brain-eating amoeba, but now his doctors say he will live. The Broward County teenager defied all odds to survive. And now's Tori Dunnan here to explain this really terrific story. Tori?
Shannon, the boy's doctor got really emotional when he talked about this case and his patient today. The Centers for Disease Control says in the last 53 years, they've documented 138 cases of brain-eating amoebas. This teenage boy is one of only 4 survivors.
We decided to take the breathing tube out, and within hours he spoke. Sorry.
Dr. Humberto Liriano broke down when he talked about this story of survival, so rare.
I'm going to tell you a story about a 16-year-old boy from camp counselor from South Florida by the name of Sebastian De Leon.
Doctors say he arrived at the hospital in Orlando with symptoms similar to meningitis.
A headache so severe that he couldn't tolerate people touching him. We cooled Sebastian. We put a breathing tube down Sebastian to help him breathe. We put him in a pentabar coma.
The medical team worked with the CDC, sending spinal fluid for testing.
And it came back positive for the amoeba, what we call Neglera fowleri.
Health officials say a newly approved drug from a Florida manufacturer saved his life and the speed at which he was able to get it.
Within 12 minutes, the drug arrived to the front of our hospital.
Within 72 hours, the test came back negative.
We watched and waited for Sebastian while he was in this coma. Then we decided, the team and I, that it was time to rewarm him and wake him up.
Health investigators believe Sebastian got the brain-eating amoeba while swimming in a private lake in Broward County. The CDC says the majority of victims are teenage boys who swim in fresh water with a temperature over 80 degrees. Doctors believe amoebas swim up someone's nose and into the brain.
He's a very energetic, adventurous, wonderful teen, and we are so thankful for the gift of life.
Doctors say they are confident Sebastian will recover with rehab back home in Broward County. The warning signs: headaches, fever, nausea, vomiting. Doctors then say it can progress to a stiff neck, confusion, seizures, and even comas. They say at this point it is still unclear why one person would survive and another would not, since there are now only 4 known survivors in the U.S. Coming up, though, at 5:30, the new drug produced here in the state of Florida, the doctors credit to saving this teen's life. Shannon, back to you.
Just an incredible story, and what an amazing ending. I love how passionate and full of emotion the doctor was, and for sure the parents too, but incredible story. Tori Dunnan, we appreciate your reporting. Health officials